For today's workout, you're going to need a roll of toilet paper and something to sit on. Starting on our hands and knees with our hips over our knees and our shoulders over our wrist, a fist width in between the knees, we're going to walk our hands one hand length forward and shift our weight so our shoulders over our wrist and our hips are in front of our knees. Toes are relaxed. We're going to relax our belly, let our head hang heavy, chin dropping to the chest, and letting our shoulder blades collapse towards one another. This exercise should not be painful in your low back, so if it is, you can try backing up your hands towards your knees to see if that gives you some relief. This might feel like a little or a lot of work in your arms and your shoulders. It might feel like a big stretch in your neck or your upper body, and that's okay, but we don't want this exercise to be painful. Make sure you're breathing, make sure those elbows are straight, fingers spread wide, belly relaxed, shoulder blades collapsed. Slowly work your way up to 2 minutes of this exercise, but start with whatever feels medium today. This exercise can be great for our upper body and helping prevent it from rounding over in pregnancy. As our bellies get bigger, our hips come forward and our upper body rounds to compensate, and this can help counteract that. Anytime you need a break, you can kind of rock back into a child's pose position if that feels good, and then come back into it. And again, no need to do 2 minutes right off the bat. You can slowly work your way up. Elbows straight, let that head hang heavy, and belly relaxed. None of these exercises should be painful. Feeling like work is fine, but if anything's painful, leave it out and let me know. We're almost done. Walking our hands back so our hips are over our knees and our shoulders are over our wrist. We're going to do cats and dogs, arching the back towards the ceiling, letting the belly relax and shoulder blades come together. It might feel best just to let the belly relax in the dog and not force an arch, especially as your belly gets bigger. Gentle range of motion, not cranking it in either direction. Abs help tuck the pelvis back. Muscles in the front of the hips help roll it forward. Good work. Grabbing your chair, just not a rolling chair, nothing that wants to slide away. Putting the roll of toilet paper with the tube going across in between your knees. Big toes are a little more than a fist width apart. Knees and hips at 90 degrees. You want your ankle bone right below your knee from the side view. Belly relaxed, shoulders relaxed. You're going to roll your pelvis forward using the muscles in the front of the hips, and then squeeze and release the roll of toilet paper. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. You should feel some work inner thigh, and it might not start there, but eventually you'll feel it there. Let that pelvis relax. Roll it forward again using the muscles in the front of the hips, and squeeze, release, squeeze, release. We're going to do a couple sets of 20 of this exercise. Again, you're visualizing those inner thigh muscles doing the work. And like with most of the exercises, medium effort. So maybe 30-40% squeeze. Definitely don't squeeze the toilet paper so hard that you're feeling it in your low back or that your abs are tightening. You want it all lower body doing the work. Rock back in between sets, roll that pelvis forward, belly relaxed. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Notice, do you feel this exercise more on the inner thigh on your right side or your left side? Little by little, it should start to even out. Final set. Belly relaxed. Nice work. Setting that aside. You want to stand next to something that you can hold on to. A door frame works great for this, or a counter. You're going to start with your feet hip width apart, which is a little more than a fist in between your big toes. If your hips are forward of your ankle bone from the side view, we want to back them up, so scoot your hips back so they line up right over the ankle bone from the side view. Keeping that good alignment, you're going to go straight up and straight down. Pretend like there's a wall in front of you. Lowering on the way down, so you're not kerplunking. And again, you're not going forward into the wall in front of you. Now turning your feet out like a duck at 45-degree angles. Again, making sure the hip is right in line with that ankle bone from the side view. Going slow and controlled on the way up, slow and controlled on the way down. Breathing, belly relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Now big toes touch, heels out at a 45-degree angle. Again, hip over the ankle bone from the side view, so you might have to back those hips up. Straight up, controlled on the way down. Weight should be even over all 10 toes as you do these 3 positions. Awesome job. See how you feel.